The best mindset shift I've ever heard, turning life's hardships into stepping stones for growth. And no one explains this better than the ancient philosopher Seneca. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by adversity or trapped by anxiety, this video is your roadmap to breaking free. Seneca's wisdom offers practical, transformative tools to not just endure challenges, but to thrive because of them. From building resilience to finding purpose, these 6 lessons will change how you see the world and yourself. Let's dive in and unlock the power of mental toughness together. Number 1. Resilience through adversity, Seneca's practical wisdom. Imagine standing at the edge of a dense forest where the path ahead is dark, uncertain, and treacherous. The air feels heavy, and your steps falter as doubt begins to creep in. This is what life often feels like when we face adversity. The challenges seem overwhelming, and the weight of the unknown threatens to hold us back. But Seneca, the great Roman philosopher, saw things differently. To him, adversity wasn't a blockade. It was a bridge, a necessary passage that refines and strengthens us. Think of a blacksmith forging a sword. The steel is heated in a blazing furnace, hammered relentlessly, and then cooled repeatedly. Every strike, every moment in the fire, molds the raw material into a weapon of strength and precision. Seneca believed we are much like that steel. Every trial, every hardship is a hammer strike, shaping us into something stronger, something more resilient. Reflect on your own life. Maybe it was the heartbreak of losing someone close, the sting of a professional failure, or the uncertainty of starting over. At the time, it felt unbearable, didn't it? But now, when you look back, those moments of pain were also moments of transformation. They taught you lessons, made you tougher, and perhaps even opened doors to opportunities you couldn't see before. Seneca's wisdom teaches us to view these challenges not as curses, but as gifts. He encourages us to embrace the struggle, not shy away from it, for it is in the fire that our true character is revealed. Every time you endure and overcome, you are building your resilience. And isn't that what makes life worthwhile? The knowledge that you've weathered the storm and emerged stronger on the other side. Number 2. Action, not anxiety. Seneca's Guide to Mental Strength. Close your eyes for a moment and recall a time when you were consumed by worry. Perhaps it was the night before a major exam, the day of a critical work presentation, or when you were on the brink of making a life-altering decision. The anxiety gripped you, didn't it? Your mind spun in circles, imagining worst-case scenarios. But let me ask you, did that worry solve anything? Seneca believed anxiety was a trap, a thief that robs us of clarity and action. He offered a remedy that is as simple as it is profound. Take action. Imagine you're standing on the shore, watching storm clouds gather over the ocean. The waves crash louder, and the wind howls fiercely. You could stand there paralyzed by fear, or you could act. You could seek shelter, prepare your defenses, and brace yourself for the storm. That choice, action over anxiety, is the foundation of mental toughness. Think back to a moment in your life when you faced uncertainty. Maybe it was applying for a job, confessing your feelings to someone, or tackling a daunting project. It wasn't the worry that got you through it. It was your decision to act. Even the smallest step forward, no matter how tentative, began to dissolve the fog of anxiety. Number 3. Living with purpose, aligning values for toughness. Imagine waking up every day with a clear sense of purpose, a vision that pulls you out of bed with energy and enthusiasm. Contrast that with the days when life feels like a series of endless, aimless tasks. On those days, even the simplest decisions feel like a burden, and the weight of it all saps your energy. Seneca understood the profound power of purpose. To him, purpose wasn't just a lofty idea, It was the foundation of resilience. Without it, we're like a ship adrift at sea, tossed around by every wave and gust of wind. But with it, we become anchored, steady, and capable of facing life's storms. Think for a moment about your own life. What are the values that matter most to you? Is it the love and connection you share with family? The integrity of staying true to your word? The drive to grow and create something meaningful? Now ask yourself, do your daily actions reflect those values? Or are you caught in a cycle of distractions and obligations that pull you away from what truly matters? Seneca believed that aligning your actions with your core values is the key to mental toughness. When your life is guided by purpose, every challenge becomes more manageable because it serves a greater goal. Remember a time when you acted in alignment with your values. Maybe it was standing up for a friend, pursuing a dream despite the odds, or choosing integrity even when it was difficult. How did it feel? Empowering, right? Living with purpose isn't just about grand gestures. It's about the small, consistent choices we make every day. It's about asking yourself, does this align with who I am and what I believe in? And when the answer is yes, you'll find that even the toughest challenges can be faced with strength and conviction. Let your purpose be your compass, guiding you toward a life of resilience and fulfillment. Number 4, control what you can. Seneca's approach to challenges. Think about a time when you felt utterly powerless. Maybe it was a flight delay that derailed your carefully laid plans, a sudden financial setback, or a piece of unexpected news that changed everything in an instant. In those moments, frustration and helplessness can take over, can't they? It feels as if life has slipped out of your hands. Seneca's philosophy provides a beacon of clarity in such moments. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. Imagine standing at the helm of a boat in the middle of a stormy sea. The waves are crashing, the wind is howling, and the storm is entirely beyond your control. But you can adjust your sails. You can steer your boat. This, Seneca teaches us, is where our power lies, not in controlling the storm, but in mastering our response to it. Reflect on your life. How many times have you expended precious energy worrying about things you couldn't change? Did it help? Now imagine if you had channeled that energy toward what you could control. Think about a time when you did exactly that, whether it was choosing calm in a heated argument, saving for the future during uncertain times, or focusing on personal growth when external circumstances felt chaotic. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that mental toughness is about mastering ourselves rather than trying to dominate the world around us. When you focus on what's within your control, your actions, your reactions, your mindset, you regain a sense of power no matter the chaos swirling around you. Number 5, shift your perspective, turning obstacles into growth. Picture this. You're running a marathon. Your legs are aching, your lungs are burning, and every step feels like an insurmountable effort. You're tempted to quit. But then you hear the cheers of the crowd, see the finish line in the distance, and feel a renewed burst of determination. The challenge, once unbearable, now feels like an opportunity to push beyond your limits. Seneca saw obstacles not as barriers, but as teachers. He believed that life's greatest difficulties contain lessons that can transform us, if we're willing to shift our perspective. Imagine a failure or setback you faced. At the time, it may have felt like the end of the road, but think about what it taught you. Maybe it forced you to change your approach, inspired you to learn something new, or strengthened your resolve to try again. Seneca's approach to challenges can be summed up in one phrase: the obstacle is the way. He encourages us to ask, what can I learn from this? And how can this make me stronger? By reframing obstacles as opportunities for growth, we unlock the ability to turn life's hardships into stepping stones. So the next time you encounter a challenge, pause and reflect. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" try asking, "What can this teach me?" You might be surprised at how much strength and wisdom lies within the struggle. Number 6. Self-reflection, learning from adversity for stronger. Resolve. Picture yourself standing by a still, calm lake at sunset. The water reflects the colors of the sky, and in its mirror-like surface, you see your own reflection. This serene image captures the essence of self-reflection, an act of looking inward to understand and grow from life's experiences. Seneca believed that self-reflection was the cornerstone of mental toughness. Without it, life's lessons remain scattered and unclaimed. Adversity, when paired with introspection, becomes a powerful teacher. Think back to a recent hardship, perhaps a disagreement, a failure, or a moment of doubt. Have you taken the time to truly reflect on it? To ask yourself, what did this reveal about me? What can I learn from this experience? Self-reflection isn't always comfortable. It requires honesty, humility, and the courage to face our flaws. But in doing so, we uncover patterns, strengths, and areas for growth that would otherwise remain hidden. Remember a time when you emerged from adversity, not just unscathed, but stronger and wiser. That transformation likely didn't happen by chance. It came from taking the time to reflect, to learn, and to adapt. Seneca's teachings encourage us to make self-reflection a habit. Whether through journaling, meditation, or simply setting aside quiet moments to think, this practice allows us to turn every challenge into a stepping stone toward greater resilience. Look inward, embrace the lessons of your journey, and use them to build a stronger, more resolute self. If you've made it this far, drop a thumbs up to let us know you're one of the rare few who see things through to the end. Your commitment to self-improvement sets you apart, and that mindset is exactly what leads to lasting change. Remember, it's not about avoiding challenges, it's about using them to build strength and resilience. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that every obstacle is an opportunity in disguise. If you're truly ready to transform your life and embrace the power of mental toughness, make sure to join our community by subscribing to our channel. Together, we can unlock the tools for personal growth and start living with purpose. Don't just watch, take action, and become part of a movement that's dedicated to mastering adversity.